start our class now. So what we're going to talk about on today?
Yeah,
Which
it's the same
topic?
thing as yesterday.
Okay, we should proceed with the same topic like yesterday we were talking on. Can you please just help me to what was the topic yesterday? Let me check GCSE.
Non-communicable diseases and
No,
fighting diseases.
non-communicable diseases. All right. GCSE.
Just give me 1 minute. Meanwhile, you
Oh,
can find the past papers.
okay. All right. You can go. I'm just finding exam questions here. That was non-communicable diseases. Explain why alcohol is considered risk factor for non-communicable diseases. What I can do here.
Hello, sir. I'm here.
Okay, you're back. Just a moment. I have to close clause of Abdul first. Student was on time. Interaction was good. Just give a moment, please. Covered. STRC. Okay.
The student was right on time.
Just a moment. Student was right on time. Yeah. Just a moment. So, here's a question. Like this one. I'm gonna paste it. Yeah, this one. Abdullah, we can start with this question first. The human
Yeah.
immunodeficiency virus is a virus which emerged during 1980s and has since infected millions of people globally. Yeah, it's a three-mark question. Explain why HIV sufferers may have an increased chance of suffering from communicable diseases, right?
Okay.
And yeah, let me start your
Mm,
class. Abdul Gupta.
okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing the answer, and
Mm.
then you can correct it. Okay.
Okay, yes.
Mm.
First, you should answer. It's a three-mark question. As per mark scheme, you need to add 3 points.
Yes. Yes.
Explain
Okay.
why HIV suffers. How we can get help from this graph because this graph is mentioned there. Mm, okay, that's before that. The graph-based question is afterward. Hmm. Then after we have next question.
You can see my answer, everything.
Then from your side, let me check. A low amount of antibodies released to fight the disease, less white blood cells producing antibodies, making HIV sufferers open to communicable diseases. Hmm, Still, we need to structure it like, why not we
Mm.
should specifically say, as per Mark's scheme, I would say like HIV infects what? What are those specific cells which are infected by? HIV infects and
Immune.
destroys helper T cells, helper T cells, we would say like the HIV infects and destroys helper T cells. This is what we need to add somewhere. And this weakens the immune system. As you said, one thing more, like as you have already mentioned, it actually reducing antibody production and activation of the other immune cells, right?
Yes, yes,
and
yeah.
and if the immune system is weakened, so definitely if there would be any of the communicable disease will come, so definitely that will infect,
Mm.
that would be like the
Mm.
opportunistic infections, I would
Mm.
say.
So we can also add that pathogen will enter the body more
Yes,
easily.
yes, yes, we would say like low amount of antibodies released to fight the disease. I mean, we should start uh with HIV. First to you. As we said, like the HIV uh, is there to infect the T helper cells, and as a result of this, immune system will become weakened. And if
What
the
is
immune
what are the T helper cells?
these are immune cells. Do you want more detail of it all? It's the T cells. We have talked about this all. If you have studied about the immune system overall, so there were different cells which were there to play their important role in immunity, right? So,
Yes, yes. So main role is the white blood cells.
uh, you know, that's a part of it. Like immune system, we would say that T helper cells, they actually release some specific signals, some specific
Mm-hmm.
chemicals that stimulate the B cells to produce antibodies. These T helper cells are responsible for the stimulation of the B cells for what? To produce antibodies. And definitely when antibodies will be produced there, so that will activate the immune cells in different sense, like cytotoxic cells, T cells, for phagocytes. So its main important role is to help the B cells to produce antibodies. And and when antibodies are produced there, so immune system is quite active, right? So if the T helper cells are destroyed because of the HIV, so definitely the antibodies will not be produced there. And as a result, what would be the result of this all? Immune system, yes,
Weaken immune
it
system.
weakens the immune system. And once it weakens the immune system, so ultimately we would say uh, our body is more prone to were the non-communicable diseases as well. If our communicable disease, especially the viruses and bacteria, so we would say uh, T helper cells stimulate the B cells to produce antibodies. And if the T helper
Mm-hmm.
cells are
The cells.
destroyed, immune system weakens. And as a result of this, what we can add here, one more point, the body becomes more vulnerable to opportunistic infections, right? And communicable diseases. Getting?
Yes, yes.
So these
Yeah.
3 points, what you
Right.
can add here in this answer. All right. So let me
Yes,
check
okay.
now. So you can restructure it. Uh, HIV effects are in fact you should start with let me check. You should start with like HIV infects destroys the T helper cells. HIV destroys
Okay, okay.
effect. You can replace effect with destroys T helper cells,
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. It's already
and
written.
once the T helper cells are destroyed, so now we can add one more point related to this, like what was it, their function there. So this weakens the immune system.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, this weakens the immune system and reducing the antibody production, are affecting the production of the antibodies. Yeah.
Yes, already written the antibodies
Yes, yes, you have written there
production.
bodies.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
so it's, I think the answer is complete.
yes, the
You can
affecting
say it.
production of the antibodies, low amount of antibodies released to fight the disease, less white blood cells producing antibodies. This weakens the immune system, making HIV sufferers open to communicable disease. Yes, that's fine. Now it's perfect. So it's for 3 mark question, right? Then after you can go
Yes.
for this graph here. Figure 3 shows
Mm,
the percentage of the population with type 2 diabetes and mean body mass of the population from 1990 to 2000. So you have type 2 diabetes. Uh, so there are two signs here that you can see. Then after the question is explain why the study chose to focus on body mass index.
so, um, so it has, so diabetes is, so body mass, if it is higher, then it is a risk factor for diabetes.
Hmm.
So
Is it
that's
not?
why,
Is it not obviously body mass index is better measure of the body fat because it's because of the obesity. Or once we say
yes,
like
yes,
if
yeah.
anybody who is suffering from the diabetes too, so he's a person like who is obese, and obesity is the major factor. There is the body fat. Uh, like you can easily measure the body fat than body mass alone. Right, this is what
Mm,
we can say, and because it takes into account height as well as weight, right? So I think it gives a standardized measure across the individuals of different sizes. So now you can answer
okay.
this like it's of um 2 mark question. Yeah. So 2 points that you need to add here. Explain why the study choose to focus on body mass index. So the point is we can easily
Mm,
measure body fat by using this body mass
mm,
index.
yeah. Using the-
So high BMI is known as the risk factor for diabetes too, as we know already.
Yes, yes,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
all right, we can easily measure type 2 diabetes by body mass index. How? Body fat. That would lead towards the diabetes too, the type 2,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
diabetes type 2. Body fat is the indication of um, the diabetes type 2. Hmm. We can easily measure the diabetes type 2 by body fat index. Body fat is indication of the type 2 bodies. Risk factor. You should have the indication or risk factor. Like
Mm.
you would say we
I could
can.
add it separately. I think. I
Hmm.
can also add that
High high
mm,
BMI is known as
yeah,
or is known a risk factor for type 2 diabetes.
mm-hmm,
That's fine.
is a risk
Yeah, risk factor.
factor. One, I've done it.
Hmm. Hmm. That's good. High BMI is okay, all right, that's fine.
So are you eating biryani?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can't stand you from here right now. It's fine. So we can easily measure type 2 diabetes by body fat index. Body fat is indication of type 2 diabetes. High BMI is a risk factor. You know what? You need to still we need some structure here. You know, once you're writing something here, so for example, your examiner is reading. So your sentences should be structured enough like one can easily get the meaning of that. Like where you have to stop, I mean, where your sentence is completed, from you're going to start your new sentence.
Mm.
So this
Okay,
is
okay.
just like the paragraph writing or something where you have already learned somewhere. So structure,
What
right?
about now?
If you add points, so it's not most of the time it is not being encouraged to write in points. They always suggest to write the proper in a sentences, complete sentences. Points are not you know it's most of the time it's not being encouraged. So mostly examiners they say like one should I'll send you the examiner report as well somewhere. You can read out that as
But
far
I
as AQ
also,
exam.
I also like
Hmm.
so. A
What's
teacher
your
told me that he's in a UK. He's a UK teacher, so he told me that you should write in points.
point?
You can so you can also write in sentences, but it can make it complicated if you are not good at it. But if you write in points, just be to like write to the point and nothing else. Like just write the thing which is like important.
You know what's the risk factor here? As we have already written risk here, I always suggest to
Mm.
my students the reason is like points. Definitely, your marks will be based on the points. There's no doubt in it, right? But most of the time, you know, once if you're writing something in phrases, so somewhere you are not giving the complete message somewhere. I mean, in writing, if you're not writing that one in a proper sentences, so it's possible like you may confuse your examiner. So your examiner will not presume anything. He's not supposed to
Mm.
assume anything for you. Whatever you will write on the in that in your answer, so he will consider that. Otherwise, like if you say, okay, I have written in the phrase and my examiner will understand. No, somewhere if your phrase is confused, so your examiner will not assume there. So it's better strategy to write proper sentences so that you can convey your message. And definitely you know, these questions, a 2 mark question or 3 mark question, it's not difficult for the examiner to find out the points from there. You can even highlight that. That's the better strategy. But I would suggest points are fine, but those points should be very much clear, right? Most of the time I have observed like students are writing in phrases, so as a result they can't convey their exact message according to the question. That's why I would say the proper answer in the sentences is better option. Risk free fact, I would say the strategy to write the answer of the any of the questions from there, right? So, for instance, here we can see. Let me read for you as well. We can easily measure type 2 diabetes by body ma body fat index. Body fat is indication of type 2 diabetes. High BMI is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes. Okay. Explain why the study choose to focus on body mass index. This is your question, right? So we can easily measure type 2 diabetes by body fat index. This is one point that you have added. Body fat is indication of the type 2 diabetes. But still it's somewhere it is giving you this point like how it is. Body fat is indication of the type 2 diabetes. Um, Indication in what sense? It's not a complete, it's not giving you the complete idea about it. So, I would say it gives a standardized measure across individuals of different sizes, right? Because you need to add 2 points. The first one that you have added, BMI is better measure of the body fat than body mass alone because it takes into account height as well as weight. That's what BMI. It's a body mass index. What's included in the body mass index? You must have an idea about this body mass index first. So it accounts height as well as weight, right? This is first point. Second point that you can add here, it gives a standardized measure across the individual of different sizes. And high BMI is known risk factor for type 2 diabetes, right? So the study focused on BMI. So you have to refer study as well because you are talking about the study. The question is explain why the study choose to focus on body mass index. So the study focused on BMI because it accounts for both weight and height, giving a better measure of body mass fats than mass alone. Okay. So since high
Mm,
BMI is linked to type 2 diabetes. This is how you should answer. And it is
mm,
more reliable risk indicator. BMI is more reliable risk indicator. So this is a complete answer that you can say. The study focused on BMI because he's asking you the question, explain why the study choose to focus on the body mass index. So the study focused
mm.
on BMI because it accounts both weight and height. and
Okay, okay.
definitely what's the benefit of it? We know giving a better measure of the body fat, that mass, if, for example, if you compare with the mass alone, so this actually gives us the better measure of the body fat than mass alone once we are considering the BMI. You should understand, for instance, like if you're just measuring the mass of somebody, so you will ignore height there. Different individuals have different height. So just by measuring mass is not enough to measure or to standardize the fat content in a person. For example, if anybody who is of 6 feet and there's a person who is only 3 or 4 feet person. So overall, if I'm talking about the height, so they both have the same content of fats. So we can't say which one is there to have type 2 diabetes. So BMI is the better option as compared to mass alone, the measurement of the mass alone. I don't know you're getting this point or not.
Yes, yes, I'm getting. Yes.
Okay, you're getting. That's great. So where's the answer? We can easily measure type 2 diabetes by body mass index. It gives a standardized measure of the type 2 diabetes. Great. The study choose BMI because it gives height and mass height and mass. So body fat is indication of type 2. That's fine. Yeah, now it's okay. All right. So next question is, let's get back to the next question. Tuberculosis is a bacterial infection caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which can be spread through inhaling tiny droplets from the cough or sneezes of an infected person. Most infections can be latent and show no sign of disease, but around 10% of infections can progress to an active form of disease, which can be fatal if left untreated. Here's a table. You can see different countries are here. Calculate the case fatality rate of for Ethiopia. So you have different countries. So he has chosen one of the country that is Ethiopia.
Okay, okay, okay.
So how you go with this?
So we're gonna multiply the number of TB cases per 100,000 people by the
Hmm.
number of deaths, you know.
Hmm.
So just wait.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right.
So we have to calculate for Ethiopia 385 multiplied by 22.
How? You have to help me to understand this. We need to calculate the case fatality rate here for Ethiopia only. So what's the formula
It's
there
gonna
first?
be,
First, find out the
so we can,
formula
oh,
that we
yeah,
have to
yeah.
use. Number of deaths divided by number
No,
of
no,
cases.
no, no. We
Mm-hmm.
have to multiply. And then we're gonna divide it by 100.
Divided by 100. For what? We are trying to find out the percentage here. So whenever we are going to find the percentage, so we have to multiply with that 100. Is that not a fine? Like
Mm,
we would say, let me check. Table two shows the number of new cases of TB and number of
35.
deaths. Number of
So
number of
my
new cases
answer,
of TB.
my answer is 35.4. Can check it like right.
35.4.
Yes.
But how? I just want to know about this.
Oh yeah. So what I did, I multiplied 385 by 92. And then I divided it by 100. We're going to
385 by 92.
percentage mean like out of 100. That's why I divided by 100.
For percentage, mm,
Mm,
no, the correct. Let me show you. It should be like that. Just a moment. Number of deaths. Number of deaths divided by number of cases. Multiply 100. Suppose if you can do this, like we are trying to find out here what calculate the case fatality rate. I would say CFR. So number of deaths, how many number of deaths here? CFR is equal to number of deaths. What's the number here?
92.
92 divided by number of cases,
385.
385. And after to multiply with
Yes.
this 100. So what's the answer now? Can you just calculate this?
26.20. Wait. 23.8.
23.8% CFR are fatality rate, case fatality rate for Ethiopia. So that's what we can do, like just to find out the percentage overall. So 92 over 30, 385 multiply 100.
So, so is
And
it the right answer, right?
yes, this is the right answer. This is how we can attempt this question. All right. And for this, definitely first you should know this number of deaths over number of cases. Number of deaths that's here in case of Ethiopia. So you can take any other as well, but yes, this is how we can go. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So the link question to this topic is suggest why the number of new cases of TB as shown in table 1 is higher in some countries than others. So that's another link to this chart which is given here.
It's an easy one. It's an easy one.
Yeah, it's a 3 mark question. Then
Oh
that
no,
we
three
need.
mark.
Yes, it's for 3 marks. Here it is. Oh, sorry. Look at this one. Why it's not taking moving? What's happened? Okay, like this.
Mm.
Suggest why the number of new cases of TB is higher in some countries than
Mm.
others.
So you give me 3 minutes. I'm gonna write what I can, and then
Oh,
you will tell
okay.
me anything. Don't tell me
Oh,
anything.
all right, all right. No, I'm not going to give you anything now. That's great. Hmm.
Mm.
Good.
Is it actually good or you're just saying?
Hmm. That's fine.
Yes.
No, okay, that's good. There are different levels of healthcare systems in different countries. India's TB. Hmm. So just why the number of new cases of TB is higher in some countries. Some countries, not only India. So we don't need to
No,
man.
I
No,
just gave an example, so like it
from
gives
this
a context.
table. Yeah, that's fine. If you're taken as a context by using this table, so it's fine. India's TB is higher than USA because of bad healthcare system. It also depends on the environment people are living in. In different countries, there are different. You can talk about one more thing. Uh,
Mhm.
TB. The main trigger of TB is, let me show you. Weak immune system, HIV prevalence. You will see like wherever the prevalence of HIV is greater. So we have seen like the immune system of those people are already compromised. And if the immune system is compromised, so this tuberculosis is quite prevalent in such areas. This is one thing. HIV prevalence is, we should mention this as well. And second thing is poor living standards. Like you'll see such type of diseases are more prevalent, specifically tuberculosis. TB is more prevalent in overcrowded, like poor living conditions. That's actually make transmission more easier because suppose in a very small house, there number of people are living there, 5, 10 or more, even more that.
Mm.
So more than that. So it means like they are, if any one of them is having compromised immune system and prone to the tuberculosis, so that may transmit that disease to the other as well. So we would say, yes, poorer healthcare system. This is good. That's fine. Limited access to diagnosis, treatment, and vaccines. This is one thing that you have mentioned, as per according to Mark's scheme, what I'm explaining now. Second thing is higher prevalence of HIV in some regions, right? And if the HIV is more there, so that actually weakens the immunity. I have already told you, like, it would destroy the T helper cells. And if the T helper cells are destroyed, so uh, B cells will not produce the antibodies because T helper cells are actually responsible for producing some cytokines or some chemicals and trigger B cells to release antibodies. And if the T helper cells are not available, so definitely it's going to compromise the immune system of that person. Anyways, not
Okay.
making these things more complex, we should understand poorer health system, high prevalence of HIV, overcrowding, poverty, or I would say poor living standards, poor living conditions. I think that's also responsible for the transmission of TB or the tuberculosis from one person to another. That's fine. Poor living conditions in such countries. Yeah. Prevalence of HIV, somewhere you can add one more point. That's it.
Hmm.
Other or examples here. Prevalence of
Prevalence
HIV.
mean prevalence mean like some people have HIV in some countries, right?
Prevalence means more intensity of that specific
Oh, okay.
disease in the
Hmm.
specific area. That's
Hmm.
prevalence, right? Suppose
Can check the
that's
spelling of prevalence, is it right?
yes, fine. VALENCO. That's
Oh, okay.
VALENC. Prevalence of HIV in such areas. Okay. So this is how we can answer this question. Suggest why the new cases. This is what we have done with many of the hard question. Okay, the World Health Organization. Yeah, another graph I think we should work on. Let me check the question. Question is explain the short and long term impacts of obesity on the human body. Three examples of the non communicable disease in your answer. Okay, that's another question for you related to one is 6 mark, another one is. Let me check the other one as well. Like here, look at this.
Okay.
The first question is explain the short and long term impacts of obesity on the human body. List at least three examples of the non communicable diseases in your answer. So it's for 6 mark question, right? First, try to break down this all, what you really are required here in case of 6 mark question,
Hmm.
as per
So
according to the mark
give me
scheme.
like, give me like just four minutes
Okay,
for to
okay,
answer this. Okay.
okay, all right. Then after I'll check. Okay, fine.
So I have to put 3 points of no 3 points of short-term effect and 3 points of long-term. Right?
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
Explain the short and long term.
Short-term is so easy, like also
Hmm.
long-term is also yeah.
Long term impacts of obesity on.
I'm just thinking about the structure of the answer, like what should I put first and then second.
Hmm.
Hmm.
List at least three examples of non-communicable diseases in your answer.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. 1 point for short-term, what could it be? Yeah, it also increases sweating.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Sweating. And which also like so body have to like cool itself, so it will require more hard work for the for body.
Hmm. Physical performance pain muscles when performing hard for use.
It
Sweating issue.
requires. So 3 points for short term are done.
Mm-hmm.
Now long.
Hmm.
Oh
Long.
yeah, we just studied about the type 2 bad so it can
Yes.
also cause type 2
Yes.
diabetes.
Yes. That's also in
Is
long term impact. Type two
so
diabetes. Any of the heart disease
obesity.
as well that we can add,
Yeah, yes,
like.
like coronary heart disease because it
Mm,
also builds like fat,
mm.
cholesterol, obesity.
What's happening? I mean, what's the condition in case of coronary artery, like coronary artery disease or something? In that
So
case, what's a possible issue there
so
in coronary?
the fat blocks the
Hmm.
blood flow, which
Yes.
reduces blood pressure
Hmm.
and which causes like less oxygen to try to get into the like body and the brain the other parts.
Actually, it increases blood pressure once they suppose if there's
Oh,
some blockade in the vessel.
oh
So
yes.
definitely it narrow down somehow that coronary artery. So if the coronary artery is narrowed down, so the blood is already same there. So definitely, if the narrow pipe is there, the same amount of water if you're adding in the narrow or the big pipe, so you will see the pressure will be more in the smaller ones. So this
Mm.
is how the pressure will increase. So that may affect the overall blood pressure of a person. And even that may cause some brass or to say any of the problem, I would say in case of brain hemorrhage and such things, or even the coronary artery, heart failure as well. Obesity increases the risk of type 2. Okay. Heart attack that you can, or heart, coronary artery damage or something that you can add. Um, can we just add any other disease,
Yes, yes, I'm adding, yes, I will add some more
non-communicable
points too.
disease? Hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It can also cause fat build up in the artery,
Hmm.
which causes cor. So one more, and okay, and also it leads to heart attack.
Okay,
It's
cause
the
high blood pressure.
blood pressure, which and uh, less. Oh yeah, less amount of oxygen to for the heart muscles to contract, which can cause heart attack.
Yes, that's also like the same. In general sense, we are talking about the heart failure or heart attack or something. But that's
Mhm.
because of the coronary
Yes,
artery or any
yes.
other reason.
So at this point is I'm writing for the heart attack. So firstly, I will mention the reason for the heart attack. Then I will say which can lead to heart attack.
Heart attack, yeah.
Yes, I'm done.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can write the next question. However, since 2009 in the UK, there have been enough donor hearts to meet demand as shown in figure 2. Artificial hearts are often given to suitable patients as in interim solution. So, Abdullah, when you people are going to appear in exam, like in October, November, what's what's your exam date, Abdullah?
So it's after 3 months. Yeah.
After
So
three after 3 months,
yeah.
how? March. I mean, are you people are appearing in 2026? Going to appear in 2026, right? Not in 2025.
No, no, I'm joking. So it's in May in 2026.
Oh, May 2025, 2026.
Yes, yes.
May, June. Okay. That's why I'm saying that May, June 2026 or October, November in
Mm.
2025. Okay. So then after you have next question. Meanwhile, you just write that.
There's no
I'm looking
figure.
into this. Next question is a heart transplant can lead to the major. What is this? Who is the answer? Oh, heart transplant can lead to major improvements in quality of life and longevity in patients that suffer from severe heart attacks. However, since 2009 in the UK, there have not been enough donor hearts to meet demand as shown in figure 2. Artificial hearts are often given to suitable patients as an interim solution. Yeah. So,
Mm.
where's the question?
I
Hmm?
don't know.
Where's the question in it? No question. How is it possible? I didn't take it. Uh, question should be. Explain some of the advantages and disadvantages of the. Where's that chart that I've placed there? I don't know. Okay. All right. Here's this. I didn't paste that here. That should be. Let me check on your. No, it is removed somewhere. I don't know why. Okay, let me add that one as well for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just a moment. It's of 6 mark question. I think I've added somewhere, but I forgot to. Here's a figure which is given there. And in this figure, what we can do, like this one. Question is here, Abdullah. That's related to the. I think I should arrange it properly.
No, no,
Uh,
that's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
what I'm doing, I should add it. This one here. Is this better? Now you can answer this. Explain some of the
I
advantages
think I
and
think
disadvantages.
I should just I think I should just say the answer verbally because it's gonna take so long for
Yeah,
to
we
write.
yes, exactly. If you can just explain it by yourself, so it's fine. Otherwise, you can definitely after that you can add these answers from your side. I will also upload some questions on your portal. So please keep an eye on the portal as well. On
Mm,
Saturday, you have to attempt the questions which I will upload there, and then after you need to add there. I will check and I will return you
mm-hmm,
as well because we have to add some marks here. What I have as per our policy that we have to
mm-hmm.
take.
Give a test every week.
Yes, every
Yeah.
week. So based on
Mm,
that, we have to uh, gauge our students like what's their improvement and how we can check like where we can help them. So that's what we have to do. All right. So
um.
okay, just explain it verbally. So then after we'll conclude this class. Explain some of the advantages and disadvantages of using an artificial heart. What are the disadvantages? Are
So
advantages? Hmm.
advantage.
Yes. Explain some of the advantages and disadvantages of using an artificial heart. Yes.
It can be life-saving for the patient because
Hmm.
not a donor person to get a heart transplant. So
Hmm.
this can help patient be alive for the time until a donor comes.
Yes, good. That's fine. And
And
disadvantages?
disadvantages. Oh yeah, yeah. So obviously it's an artificial thing. It's not a permanent solution,
Hmm.
and it could be like it can cause like any other like infection probably, and probably any other problems in the artificial heart itself could also like mm, you know could also affect the person's like life.
Hmm.
So yeah, so basically yeah, it can also like malfunction.
All
It's
right.
not a permanent solution.
Yeah,
So
it's not a permanent solution. Yeah, right.
and also it's I think I haven't seen that, but probably like it's generally it's like it comes in a high cost because artificial heart is itself like so
Yes.
expensive.
Yes,
So
exactly.
everyone cannot like afford it.
Yes.
So poor
Great.
people like they will like struggle to get a artificial heart,
Hmm.
and obviously it's not a like a proper replacement for the actual heart itself.
Yes, exactly. So this is the different disadvantages that we can consider. The World Health Organization state that good health is more than just feeling well. It's a statement of complete well-being. Explain what the
Mm-hmm.
WHO mean by this statement. Good health is more than just feeling well. Hmm.
Mm.
So what do you mean
For
by this?
example,
Hmm.
I will just give you example. So
Uh,
cancer in
yeah.
cancer stage 1 or stage 2,
Uh,
you feel well, but you are not
yes.
well.
Hmm.
And also like if your mental health is good, meaning you're feeling good, but your physical health could be could be like for example, there are so many people with type 2 with diabetes, or like they are like you know there's so much fat building up in the muscles, but in the artery or something, but they're feeling well, they're happy,
Yes, that's great. Wonderful. I hope you know I mean you can explain it better. So compare communicable and non-communicable disease that we have already worked on this. Just give me 1 point from each, then we'll conclude this class for today, and then after you can get some questions on portal
Easy.
as well. Yeah,
So communicable diseases can spread through air and also physical contact, and non-communicable diseases can be passed to from genetics
mm.
and what, wait, yeah, from genetics, and there was
Non-communicable.
one more. Yeah, yeah, there was one more. Wait.
Many other environmental factors are also involved there, like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
case
yeah,
of
yeah.
suppose
Yeah, like also
heart
the lifestyle.
disease. Yeah, lifestyle. So because of
Mm,
that, so non-communicable disease maybe.
mm,
I mean anybody can suffer from this. All right.
mm,
Okay, Abdullah, I think let's conclude this class for today because time is already
mm,
over. So please keep an eye on the portal. So I will put some questions there as well. So
mm,
please download that and to answer from this chapter. So I think most of the things
mm,
that we have covered from here, the hard part that we have covered, I didn't discuss with you the moderate questions and other. Otherwise, we have. Then after
mm,
we can go for the next topic, right? In
mm,
next week.
mm.
All right,
From my
Abdullah.
side, I will also try my best to cover as much questions of past papers of the heart and other subject, other things we didn't do.
That's why I'm saying like if you feel some questions from your side, if you
Mm,
feel this is I just want even you can have, you can give me for evaluation as well. Like I have attempted this part, these questions, so
mm,
just check whether these are correct or not. And the second thing
mm,
is if any question from your side you feel it's not you're not able to tackle or handle, so you can also share with me on the board as well here, so we can discuss that as well as per according to that topic which we are
mm,
discussing, right? So let's
Okay.
conclude this, Abdullah, for
Okay.
today. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. See you to next week. All right.
Have you finished your food?
Yes, I have done. Yes.
Mm. Okay,
Okay.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay. Allah Hafiz. Take care. Bye bye.